Hey everyone, this is weather forecaster Liam. Here's your weather news and headlines for today's video. Winter storms Dorothy and Ezekiel will be affecting the Thanksgiving travel week, with rounds of very heavy snow and rain. Over a foot of snow is possible. We'll have everything on those winter storms, along with the 2019 Thanksgiving weather forecast. See if you will get rain, snow, or shine. And the temperature outlook for the next 2 days. And most likely, one last look at the tropics, with only a few days left of the 2019 hurricane season. All of this is coming up, along with all my new graphics on TRA Weather. Today's Monday, November 25th, 2019. Let's start off in the tropics with a look at the 5-day outlook from the National Hurricane Center. And as you would expect with only 6 days left of hurricane season, no activity is expected within the next 5 days. And I seriously doubt we will see any on the 6th day or any time after that. So it looks like the 2019 hurricane season is starting to wrap up. I will take a look back at the 2019 hurricane season after the season is over at the beginning of December. Now to the 2-day temperature outlook for both Tuesday and Wednesday. Starting off with Tuesday's high temperature. And for the end of November, it's looking very pleasant, even warm the further south you go for this time of the season. I can even spot a few 80s in Texas and Louisiana. But hold on, we can't have this nice of temperatures for too long now, can we? Look at the gigantic cold front. Widespread teens and 20s across the central and western half of the United States. Even some negative digits in Wyoming and Colorado. And now over to Wednesday's high temperatures. Now this looks a little different because some data from the National Weather Service, it's where I get this information, was corrupt. So this is from the NAM model for Wednesday's high temperatures. Definitely cooler than it was Tuesday, and that will be the trend going further on into the week. In last Wednesday's low temperatures, where it may not be much cooler in the central and west, that cooler air continues to work its way out into the eastern half of the United States, bringing widespread 40s, 30s, and 20s. So what's going on about the two winter storms Dorothy and Ezekiel? Well, here's the future radar forecast from the NAM model. And if you watch my videos normally, this definitely looks a whole lot different. So let's break it down really quick for my first video with this setup. The location is in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. The forecasted type is right below it, along with the DBZ rank with rain, mix, and snow. The models are to the right of that, and the one that is not crossed off and highlighted in green is the one currently in use. Then you have the time it was updated, my logo, and the thing that didn't change is the time in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. And the time is 4 p.m. Eastern Time Monday. And we're looking across the entire United States. Not dealing with too much right now. We are dealing with some snow showers in northern Minnesota and some snow in the Rockies. And that is actually Winter Storm Dorothy. And no, it doesn't look like too much right now, but don't worry, that will change. And also some scattered snow showers, also some scattered rain showers in the northwestern portion of the United States. Let's go forward to midnight tonight, going into Tuesday. Still showing kind of the same picture, maybe a little more snow now in the Rockies, starting to work its way on into western Nebraska and southwestern South Dakota. Go forward again to Tuesday morning. That winter storm Dorothy is definitely starting to look a little more robust now, getting even further into Nebraska, South Dakota, now into northwestern Kansas. Go forward again to Tuesday afternoon, even more so into Nebraska, northwestern Kansas, and now into much of South Dakota. And look at that, still getting snow for Colorado and Wyoming. Those totals are going to amount to quite a bit, possibly up to a foot and a half, maybe even 2 feet of snow. I'll have the exact snowfall totals in a little bit, and possibly some scattered rain showers in the southeastern portion of the United States. Now we go forward to Tuesday night, 10 p.m., and we're just having a lot of action going on across the entire United States. We're dealing with Winter Storm Dorothy into Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, now even into Wisconsin. Rain to the southeast of that snow, maybe even some thunderstorms developing as that cold front makes its way eastward. And now you see in the west, that is Winter Storm Ezekiel, bringing very heavy snow to California and Oregon. Also some snow for Nevada and Washington State. That's going to continue for quite a while in those regions. Go forward to 4 a.m. Wednesday morning, very, very early in the morning, dealing with some scattered thunderstorms and just some rain showers in the east and southeast. Still dealing with snow across Minnesota, Wisconsin, upstate Michigan, Iowa, eastern Nebraska, and South and North Dakota. And still dealing with some snow from Winter Storm Ezekiel in California, Nevada, Utah now, and also Idaho, and still Oregon and Washington State. Go forward again to 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Still dealing with those line of severe thunderstorms, possibly severe. Wouldn't be surprised if we have some light hail or maybe even a brief tornado or two. Again, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Still dealing with a lot of snow and also wind. You see how close together those isobars are. That is an indication of very quick pressure changes, and that also indicates a lot of wind. Wind can reach up to 50-mile-per-hour gusts. Now, I'm not expecting blizzard conditions, though you'll definitely get close. And still dealing with snow from Winter Storm Ezekiel in the west. Go forward to Wednesday night. Winter Storm Dorothy is not too strong as it once was, now down to 994 millibars. Still some scattered snow showers now, maybe even some freezing rain and sleet in the northeast, but most of that will remain rain. And look at that, Winter Storm Ezekiel still hanging around in the west, making its way eastward slowly. Go forward again to very early Thursday morning. In some pretty decent snow showers in the northeast, but also some rain mixed in with that. Still having Winter Storm Ezekiel, though it's quite widespread now and is not nearly as strong as it once was. It's basically all across the entire western half of the United States. And now we have yet another low pressure system from the eastern Pacific that made its way into Mexico, now into the United States, which is going to bring some rain, snow, sleet, and freezing rain for Thanksgiving. This is 10 a.m. Thanksgiving morning, Thursday morning. Dealing with some snow in the far interior northeast. Look at that, still dealing with remnants of Winter Storm Ezekiel in the west. And now starting to deal with some rain, freezing rain, and sleet. And also some rain in the central and south central portion of the United States. Mainly in northern Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. Also New Mexico. Go forward again one more time to Thanksgiving evening, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Snow starting to work its way on into Missouri, northern Kansas, the entire state almost of Nebraska, southeastern South Dakota, and western and southwestern Iowa. Man, still dealing with remnants of Winter Storm Ezekiel. Going to be dealing with that for the next 2, 3, maybe even 4 days out, and possibly some rain to the southern portion of that, and a few scattered snow showers in the far interior northeast. But I do want to skip ahead really quick to actually 7 a.m. Saturday morning. We're going to switch over to the GFS model and take a look at that. That could be a pretty significant winter storm, and also maybe even a severe thunderstorm side to it in the eastern and southeastern portion of that. Now, this is quite a ways out. I am definitely expecting this to change, but definitely something to keep an eye on for Friday night into Saturday and Sunday. And how much snow could both Dorothy and Ezekiel amount to? Well, according to the GFS model for Dorothy, widespread 8 to 15 inches is expected across the central and north central portion of the United States, maybe into far interior northeast as well, and a little more than 15 inches possibly in the Rocky Mountains. And some of that is also from Ezekiel. But the snow in California, Oregon, and Washington State is all from Ezekiel, where 1 to 2 feet of snow can be expected. And the Euro model is slightly different, but almost the exact same as the GFS. So both are in very good agreement on both Dorothy and Ezekiel. Alright, here's the hazards you can expect from both Dorothy and Ezekiel. Snowfall will be high. Visibility will be medium. Freezing rain and sleet will be low. I'm expecting either a rain or a snow event. Wind will be high. Expect between 50, maybe even 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Though I'm not expecting blizzard conditions, definitely going to get close. Cold temperatures are going to be low, and what I mean by cold temperatures is how cold the temperatures will be when it's snowing. It's going to struggle just to get to freezing, so not going to be very cold. Power outages are going to be low. Rain mixed in with that snow is going to be medium, and flooding is going to be medium. When to expect? You can expect this through Monday to Friday. And the hazardous area is the central and western United States. Last but definitely not least, here's your 2019 Thanksgiving weather forecast from TRA Weather. Starting off with Thanksgiving Day's high temperature, where it may be a little cool in the west and north central US with 40s, 30s, and 20s. The east and south are very seasonal, maybe even a little warm in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. But it definitely gets chilly for Thanksgiving night, where lows are in the single digits in the west. Across California, Nevada, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, and Washington State. Also cool in the north central and northeastern portion of the United States, and a little chilly in the south and southeast. And now to the precipitation forecast for Thanksgiving Day. A mix of rain and snow is expected in the Northeast, and also a mixture of rain and snow in the central portion of the United States, where rain will stay mainly south of Oklahoma City and St. Louis, and snow to the north of those cities. And some rain across the far southwestern portion of the United States into California, Arizona, and New Mexico, and some leftover snow from Winter Storm Ezekiel in the west and across the Rocky Mountains. Hey, thanks for watching TRI Weather. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to like and share this with family and friends, or whoever you would think that would enjoy watching TRI Weather. Subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the links in the description of this video to my Twitter and Instagram pages, and my brand new Discord channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.